Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank, the community bank where you come first. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wernette, and with me now, representing the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America, are Colleen Murillo and Michelle Lohr. Welcome to the set, ladies.
Thank you.
We're excited to visit with you because we haven't got to know you before, so we're excited for the viewers to learn more. So I'm going to start out with you, Colleen. Tell us about the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
Sure. The CCFA is a volunteer-driven nonprofit, and we are working to find a cure for IBDs, such as Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. If you're unfamiliar with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, they're inflammatory bowel diseases. Crohn's disease can affect anywhere on your GI tract, from your mouth to your anus, and ulcerative colitis remains in your colon.
Okay. So working to find a cure, working to provide information.
We are, yeah. We're working to raise money to do research. Right now in Illinois, there was $3.3 million used last year towards research initiatives. And that's part of a big microbiome project that we're working on that's learning more about the gut and what makes it healthy within the microbial community in your stomach and in your gut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Michelle, you've had personal experience with this.
Yes, ma'am.
Share a little bit about your story and your journey.
I am a 19 years Crohn's sufferer. I've went through 150 doctors, 6 hospitals and clinics, numerous meds that have all failed, numerous trials that have all failed. And last year in 2015, I went for a resection of my colon, which 12 days later turned out failed, and I went septic, causing me to now become a ostomy patient, where I now have my guts outside my body and have a bag attached to my stomach where all of my bile and everything goes to. So I've now made it my mission, after spending a week on life support and waking up not knowing what had happened, what went on, to spread the word about Crohn's disease and what we can do to get a cure, find medicines that actually works. There's so many people that Crohn's is individual. There's no 2 cases alike. Everybody may have similarities, but our DNA makeup makes finding the right cocktail of medicine harder. So I have numerous friends that I talk to all the time. I have numerous people that I direct towards the CCFA. We have our own little support groups, and I use my race team to raise awareness for the CCFA and Crohn's disease, and
Really turning your story into something positive to try to help and find a cure for others.
I made it my mission.
I love
she's
that.
our honored hero for 2017 in Naperville.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Let's talk a little bit, because you mentioned before we came on about it's the fastest growing.
Yes.
And I think that's important. We hear a lot of different kinds of diseases, but
Right.
Crohn's and colitis, this is an area that is continuing to grow.
Right. Right now, 1 in 200 people have been diagnosed with IBD, and that's about 1.6 million Americans. And the fastest growing population is kids under the age of 18. So around 80,000 children are affected by these diseases.
Okay, that's a staggering number.
It is.
Okay.
It's terrifying, and more every day.
Now, you have on your website, and I think this is one of the things Michelle had spoken about before, is you have a lot of information. So talk a little bit about some of the things that are available through the foundation.
Sure. On our website, we've got a ton of information. It can tell you where to find support groups, where our events are located. It also can give you information about the diseases itself, and possible things that can help you through your journey with IBD. We also have Facebook pages that we have that are always letting people know about, like our webinars and different things that they have for learning opportunities.
Okay. Michelle, has that been helpful to you?
Oh, most definitely. If it wasn't for finding the CCFA site, I think I would have taken a different perspective as far as trying to get the word out on how much this disease can affect a person, because you really don't know. It's pretty much, you don't look sick, but inside your body is actually killing you. And nobody wants to talk about it, because when you say, I don't feel good, but you look normal, the rest of the world is just, you're fine, But they don't realize that it's actually our intestines and our GI tract just constantly attacking us with stomach pains, with diarrhea, with vomiting. And being that it's not just in a central location, there's nothing we can do. So finding resources to be able to help these newer people that are just getting diagnosed or probably having symptoms or they have a family history, when you have somewhere to start, now you can open up your questions with your GI and your doctors and be able to say, hey, my family might have had it. Could it possibly be mine? Because I've read here.
Okay, so it's a real resource for you.
Yes.
Real resource. Now, you talked a little bit, Colleen, about the events that you're doing, and I think you have one called Take Steps, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that event.
Sure. Our Take Steps program is a nationwide program, but we also have 4 here that we do throughout Illinois, one being in Naperville. So we're really excited about it. We try and get family and friends to form teams and come out and do fundraising and just kind of let people know what IBD is and how we can come together to find a cure. We're also looking for local businesses to come out and get involved either through sponsorship or in-kind donations.
Okay, and all that information I know is on your website,
It is,
right? So
yes.
there's ways for people to sign up for that. There's ways for people to donate to that.
Yes, and if to sign up specifically for the walk, they can go to cctakesteps.org.
Okay. Now you have other events that you do throughout the year, so tell us a little bit about some of those.
We do. We have some other national programs. Our Team Challenge, where it's a running program, so they can run either half or full marathons. We also have a Spin 4 event that's been called a Party on a Bike. So it's really fun, and that's actually happening Saturday. So, and then we also have some local events that we do. We have a golf poker event. Every year we have a program in spring that's an educational program for patients and professionals. And then we also have an annual dinner that we do in the fall.
Okay, so it sounds like you're battling a serious thing, but you're having a little fun in terms of how you're trying to get people out to talk about it, because it's a tough topic.
Yeah.
You have to. If you don't find the humor in this disease, you're not going to make it.
And something else that helps, we also, a lot of the money we raise goes to this Camp Oasis that we do every year for kids that are affected. And it's some of these kids' first time meeting other patients, maybe their first time meeting somebody with an ostomy. So it's a really great opportunity for these kids to meet people that are going through similar things as them.
I would think that's got to be, hard enough for us as adults to open up and share, but I would think for a child that would be particularly difficult.
And everyone that is there, the counselors are all patients, we have medical staff, so everybody really embraces each other, and it's really been a really good thing to help kids out.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
As we wrap up, one last question to you, Michelle. What would you tell people? What's the message you'd like to leave them with?
Don't be scared of your feelings. If you think that something's wrong inside where you can't get, help or relief from over-the-counter drugs, go see a GI. It's not a quiet drug, but people also, Crohn's patients and IBD patients need to get the word out. You can't be silent, you can't be scared, you can't be embarrassed. I walk around and claim that I'm a bag lady and love it. I use my race team, and that's probably one of the biggest jokes is as long as if she's in a crash and her bag didn't break, we're all good.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing a very important message, and we wish you all the best with your upcoming fundraising, and we hope that we find a cure.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming by. If you would like to learn more about the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America, please visit their website. We're going to take a quick break for a few short messages, but we're coming right back with more Spotlight, so stay with us.